Forget the magic beans for a second. At its core, the story of Jack and his mother is a brutal case study in extreme poverty. They live at the foot of the Foggy Mountains, and they are out of time. Winter is approaching fast, and they are entirely unprepared to survive it. Look at their primary shelter. The roof has gaping holes. The windows are shattered. Most critically, the structure is completely missing a front door. In sub-zero temperatures, this level of exposure is a fatal risk. To finance emergency repairs, they have exactly one option. They need to liquidate their only remaining income-generating asset, a milk cow named Bess. The mother calculates the animal's value at 5 gold coins, the precise minimum required to patch the house before the freeze. When Jack sets out for the market, he isn't looking for an adventure. He isn't trying to get rich. He is executing a desperate last-minute transaction to keep his family from freezing to death. Halfway to the market, Jack encounters an old man who proposes a highly asymmetric trade. He offers to buy the cow, not with the required capital, but with 5 black beans. The man claims they are magic and will make Jack the richest man in the world. Jack accepts, trading a tangible, life-saving asset for an entirely unverified promise. When Jack brings the beans home, his mother reacts with pure, rational terror. She realizes her son has thrown away their sole lifeline. In a panic, she throws the beans out the window, destroying their perceived value entirely. Jack retreats to his bedroom. He realizes the magnitude of his mistake. They have no cow, no money, and no door. He has directly accelerated his family's timeline to starvation. He goes to sleep facing absolute ruin, carrying the full weight of the blame. He is trapped in a psychological deficit, needing a way to fix what he broke. The next morning, the beans prove their worth. A massive green stalk has violently erupted from the soil, stretching endlessly up into the clouds. It provides a direct physical bridge out of Jack's extreme poverty. Jack climbs with a single, clear objective in mind. He remembers his mother's math. He needs exactly 5 gold coins. That amount patches the house, secures their survival, and redeems his terrible trade. Reaching the castle above, Jack successfully uses his physical disadvantages as leverage. He uses his extremely small size to appear harmless and plays on the giantess's sympathy to gain entry, scoring a bowl of vegetable stew. Hiding inside the pantry, Jack quietly watches the giant sit down at the large table and empty a small sack. He counts out exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold coins. The moment the giant leaves the room, Jack slips the capital into his bag. Right here is where the logic of the story pivots. Jack has secured the exact funds needed to survive the winter. His initial mission is complete. A rational actor leaves the castle immediately, but the availability of extreme wealth changes his calculus. He falls victim to mission creep. While the coins will fix the house, Jack rationalizes that they still lack a long-term revenue stream. They have no cow, which means they have no food. He decides he needs to stay and secure more assets. Jack follows the giant into the living room and watches him command a golden hen to lay a solid gold egg. Jack's baseline shifts. He realizes with an asset like the hen, he could buy 50 cows. So he stays hidden under the couch, waits for an opening, and steals the bird. This chart tracks Jack's behavior. The flat horizontal line represents his actual survival needs, but this second curve represents his risk tolerance. With every successful theft, his willingness to face lethal danger compounds, entering a zone of total hubris. Having secured absolute financial safety, Jack completely abandons logic. He follows the giant into the bedroom. He decides he wants to be rich and famous. He targets a golden harp, an instrument that plays beautiful music with no one touching it. It is a pure luxury item of automated wealth that serves absolutely zero practical purpose for surviving a harsh winter. The sheer proximity to magical abundance has short-circuited Jack's brain. He is completely no longer calculating the probability of getting crushed by a giant. He is blinded by greed. But taking the harp introduces a variable Jack failed to account for. Gold coins don't speak, and the hen remains quiet. The harp, however, is an active, sentient alarm system. The moment Jack grabs it, the instrument screams for its master. The giant jolts awake and immediately spots the human thief holding his stolen treasures. The heist violently collapses. Jack is forced into a dead sprint out of the bedroom, tearing down the hallway and through the kitchen, with an enraged giant stomping directly behind him, intent on killing him. What began as a tightly controlled mission to repair a shattered roof spun entirely out of control. Jack's story highlights how easily a legitimate instinct for basic survival can morph into an insatiable greed, one that pushes you past the point of safety until you are quite literally running for your life.